Forget the speed, the blocking, the protecting, but somehow stretching the fuel, you said it, Jeff, further than anyone else was able to do it.
I was looking at it as a must-win situation.
Joe Logano's committing again. I appreciate Paul Wolfe's commitment.
So for me, I was willing to gamble on that call versus let's just do the safe one and put fuel in it and finish 15th, right?
Great opportunity to make something out of this day. Best restart of the day right here.
Yeah, I think what Paul does really well is he uses all his tools really well, whether it's anything he's got on the computer, but also his people, his engineers. He does a good job at managing everything and seeing the whole picture. Whether that's going for it here at the end, or also with the two-tire calls that he has quite frequently. It's definitely it's fun driving for him. It's a little uncomfortable. He puts you in uncomfortable scenarios for sure.
All right, pits are open here, Paul.
Stay till you feel it stumble.
Well, I think it's really just looking at all the information I have. I mean, you got to look at history. You got to look at what's going on now. You got to understand tracks that are similar where you run this tire. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, I have a great group of guys that work with me, my engineers, and there's a lot. To some people, it may look like we're just throwing caution to the wind and doing this or that.
So it's stumbling and you don't think you're going to make it, then won't come down and give it a splash. But otherwise, you might as well go for it here.
I feel like there's a little bit more to it than that because it works, right? And I think that's what sticks with people's mind is like we do those things, but it also works. It's one thing to just be making radical calls and then they don't produce anything, but I think a majority of the time I feel like we're able to make something out of it.
Execute all day. We'll get there when it counts. Fight hard and everybody do their part here. Good luck, have some fun.
We try to study and understand the tires every track we go to, and I think we've seen a lot of that here recently where the tires, we haven't seen a lot of a speed drop off in the tires. So just trying to look at everything, take everything into account, and really just make the best decisions to make track position, and when you're running 20th, there's more of an upside than a downside to those types of calls. So as we evaluated, tire wear and those types of things, to some it may seem risky to do that, but honestly, we ran some of our fastest laps when we were on two tires.
He goes up the racetrack. Logano goes up to block.
Yeah, I mean, you think that you're just racing fuel mileage and you're just racing the 14 on the last start, and I didn't realize that Reddick was as fast as he was, and when he cleared and was able to go down and to take the white flag, he's right on my bumper. I'm like, oh geez, I got to fight this car off of tires, and so kind of ran him all over the racetrack, which gave Zane a great opportunity on the bottom, but I felt like I had to pick one to block, and there's no doubt I had to pick Reddick because he had tires and was really, really fast. So I blocked him off of 2, and I thought I was in good shape, but then when I started running out of gas, I was like, oh geez, we're gonna have to do this again. Was able to run him around again and ultimately come off of turn 4 with enough of a gap to where when it did run out of gas, I was just barely able to win.
Logano is going to win in Nashville.
Maybe not the race I thought we were going to win, but or the way I thought we were going to win it, but it all worked out.
Let's freaking go! We're out of gas! We're out of gas! We did it! Yeah! Yeah!
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.